called Kananura Martin, the director of this farm, which is found in the Rwenjeru parish, Mbarara North constituency, and we are in Mbarara city. The farm is called Rwenjeru Agro Tourism Demonstration and Training Farm. After my retirement, which I had in 2020, I'm now 3 years in retirement, I decided to upgrade my farm so that as a teacher, I would continue teaching the community around us to empower them to become better farmers. So this is why we call it a demonstration and a training farm. It benefits mainly the community, especially the women and the youth. So we have been doing this for the last 3 years. We invite the community who are willing in farming to come and learn the good and better agricultural practices which we do at this farm. We have quite a number of programs. We look after livestock, whereby we have cows, we have sheep, we have goats. We also look at crop. We have a banana plantation, we have feeds for cattle, we have green vegetables, and quite a number of them. We also have apiary, we look after rabbits, we look after fish. So we started all these programs so that even those people with small pieces of land can get chance of how to look after a certain project to improve their income. Because when you have a good income, you can educate your children, you can have medical, pay for medical charges, you can eat well, you can have some good life. So as a teacher, this is why I decided to continue with my profession of teaching, and this time teaching the older people. But still, we cooperate and we partner with institutions, agricultural institutions, like their students come here for internship. And also, in such institutions, they just do theory, but here they come for practical work. So most of the people you see around, some of those are students who are in internship, and they are gaining the practical skills from this farm. So I thank you for coming, and I hope after touring the whole farm, you will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, as I was teaching, still I had passion in farming. Every weekend I would be here. Also, I inherited our family land, and I also added through my savings, I added some piece of land. So altogether we have about 150 acres of land here. And after retirement, I improved on my passion. I continued with it. So it's something I've been doing. I've not just started it, but I've been with this program for the last 20 years. But now that I'm retired, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I enjoy. This is what I'm doing. I can no longer go to work for the government. I now have my program, and which is centered on agriculture, both crop and livestock. As I work, I'm not looking at the gains from this farm, where it is a business, this farming as a business. But when I see people coming and being trained and learning from us to go and improve their livelihoods, I feel great. That's some very big achievement on my side. But still, we have farm products. We have milk, we sell meat, we sell yogurt, we sell cheese, we sell matoke, we sell beef. So we get a lot of money from the farm products, but we also support other people. Like we have like 30 workers who are paid monthly. We have casual laborers who come in when there is a need, like weeding off the banana plantation during the rainy seasons. When we are planting these animal feeds, when we are mulching them, when we are harvesting them, like when we are making hay and silage, you find that we have about 40 youth here, especially boys, for the whole month, and they are paid on a daily basis. So much as we get income from this farm, but still the farm supports very many people, especially in the surrounding community which is around us. I definitely chose these enterprises because I have passion in farming, and it's good to do something which you love. So I love farming, I love agriculture, and I feel very happy. For example, every day I'm here. I don't feel like going to town, I don't feel like going anywhere. Early morning I'm here till evening until I see my cows coming home. We do supplementary feeding from 5 up to 7. I'm just enjoying seeing my animals being fed on silage. So I love what I'm doing. This is a big enterprise which I cannot look after alone. So we have a farm manager. Unfortunately, he lost his relative, so he has gone for burial. But we have also other assistant managers, one in charge of livestock, another one in charge of crop. So those assistant managers have workers who are working under their leadership. So you find under crop, they have about 15 people, under livestock, also around 15 people. So altogether we have about 30 workers who are paid monthly. It's very, very important to keep records because we want to see how every program is performing. Those which make losses, we go slowly about them. Those which are making profits, we improve on them for sustainability. So it's very important to keep records because they give you a way forward, whether to continue investing money. There is the value for money. So we keep records and they are there and you can look at them, except that my manager is not around. But whatever we purchase is recorded. Whatever we gain as income, we also record. So at the end of the month, we balance our books to see how much we have spent and how much we have gained from the farm. Yeah, as we are growing and we are encouraging our neighbors, we have cooperative societies. We have a Besigana Dairy Cooperative Society. We have Charjungu Meat Producers Cooperative Society. We have Katerananga Bananas Cooperative Society. So we work together to look for market, and we are looking forward to add value to our farm products. Like there is when we have a bumper harvest of matoke, the prices go so low. You find a bunch of matoke, the biggest at 5,000. Sometimes you fail to get who to take your matoke. Then we are thinking of making powder out of this matoke, to make wine out of this matoke. From milk, we have already started testing. We have already worked on yogurt. We can make cheese, so that we do not depend on taking milk to the collecting center, taking matoke to our markets, because sometimes prices are so low and you cannot break even. You see, this is a commercial farm. We are not only using the hoe. We are applying tractors, we are applying plowing machines, we have choppers. When we are making silage, we chop these animal feeds. We have milking machines, you can see them here. We have sprinklers in our banana plantation. We have drilled water, and now we push this water to the tanks, and it comes by gravity. We do irrigation. So we have trailers, we have lorries, we have pickups. So there is quite a number of machinery here, and we are not selfish. We allow the community to come and make use of the machinery that we have. We have a milling machine. We make posho from maize, we make millet flour. So our community come and use our milling machines here. So the machines we have are not for us as individuals at the farm, but the community make use of those machines, and especially the services of the tractor. Livestock management, first and foremost, we look for better breeds. Since we are involved in production of meat, like we look for bulls, which are Bolan type, but still we need milk. So we look for Frisian bulls, which are of good quality, so that we produce both milk, the dairy, then and the beef. And then we allow our community members to come and benefit and have those offsprings from our good breeds. We give them to them so that they can go and improve on their breeds. Biosecurity, for example, before one enters the farm, there are foot baths. Whether you are walking, you need to pass through that foot bath. Whether you have a vehicle, the vehicle has to pass through that foot bath. We put chemicals there so that as we receive very many people from different areas, we are not aware of which disease you may be carrying to our farm. And we most especially fear the foot and mouth disease. So this is why we put these measures so that whoever enters the farm is checked, and we are aware and sure that he or she has passed through such a foot bath. We also have cameras in our farm so that whoever is in any corner of this farm, we can monitor and see what he's doing. Even our workers are being monitored on the cameras. We even have very good dogs, educated dogs. So we are doing our best for the safety of the activities that are taking place at the farm. This business, though long term, but it is worth investing in. Like this milking par which we have constructed here, it can take even 50 years. You just need to make some simple repairs. So most of the structures that we have here can stand the test of time. So the beginning capital may be high, but with time we shall be getting some very good income, because we shall no longer be investing in more money. And yet the cows will keep producing, milk will keep increasing. So it is a big investment as you begin, but it has a long-lasting income period. We have quite a number of projects. You may begin a project according to your income. For example, you have seen our project of rabbits. I started with only 3 rabbits. I was buying each rabbit at 30,000. So this was less than 100,000. I think every Ugandan, even a student, is capable of buying 3 rabbits. Now I have over 200. So depending on how much money you have, as long as you have passion and you have willing to do something, there is quite a number of things you can do. We have looked at the poultry farm. Those chicks are sold at 5,000 shillings. If you have 100,000, you can buy 20. In the long run, you have more than 100. You have seen one of our hens here with 12 chicks. Suppose you have 6 of them. So money is not a problem. I think it's how you program yourself according to the project that you would want to start. All the farm products we have here, the market is on a very, very high demand, especially when the schools are running. Matoke, we sell like 400 bunches every month. That is about 6 million. We sell about 600 liters of milk. We even don't produce all that milk here alone. We buy some other liters from the milking center or from the neighbors. So meat, they eat every week. So all the products here are on a high demand. Market is there. And sometimes we fail to beat that demand, and we are supported by our neighbors and our cooperative societies which we are in. Environmental protection, we encourage tree planting. We encourage use of biogas. We discourage using firewood as we cook. So most of the food that we eat here is produced by biogas. The pumping of the water, we use those which are run by submersive water pumps, which are solar run. So most of the work which we have here, we use the solar energy. So we also encourage, we are training our neighbors to use biogas, to use solar lights, so that we discourage cutting of trees and using engines and what have you, so that our environment is not distracted. Innovations at the farm, I think, as already mentioned, the use of solar energy, pumping water using submersive solar pumps, providing lights here, all the lights you see around. We have panels on our roofs. They are all run by solar. Irrigation system, which is not common. We do irrigation, especially during the dry season, so that our banana plantation, our feeds for animals, we keep in production. We don't run out of pasture. We do silage, we do hay. We collect this during the rainy season, but during the dry season, it is well stored and we keep feeding our animals. Mechanization, for example, cultivating land using machinery and not the hoe. Milking animals using milking machines. All these are new innovations which we have put at this farm, and we allow the community and the farmers around to come and look at these new innovations which make work easier in our farming program. this program, without family involvement, you cannot go far. So all our family members are part of this program. Even most of the infrastructure which we have here has been supported by our children. Even the cows that we have, the goats, the animals, they all belong to us. Me, I'm here as a managing director, but there are also directors in our family. This is a company. They are all board members. So it is a family business. It is not my individual personal business. Here you can Google, and we have a pin there which can bring you straight to the farm. We have signage starting from the main road. There are signposts all over. So directly come to the farm without taking much of your time. Community has benefited so much from this farm, beginning with the employment, because all the works that we do here, we get workers from within our community. The 30 permanent workers which we have monthly are from this community. The casual laborers at peak times, they are from this community. When we are harvesting these animal feeds, all that work is done by the community. I've also talked about the machinery which we have. The community make use of these machines. The trainings which we do almost on a monthly basis, we are majorly training the community. The biggest achievement we have done as a farm, we have drilled water, and we have built tanks, 2 big tanks on adjacent hills, and we are supplying that water to the community free of charge. So the community is enjoying, especially my retirement program, and they feel this is now their farm. In fact, we have very good security from the community, because they know that whatever is here, it belongs to them. I've already talked of the bulls, the good bulls, the good goats, the boas, so the good seeds, the good market. So whatever they produce, we can buy. If they don't have use of them, like we encourage them to plant animal feeds. If they don't have the animals to feed the animals, they can bring it and we buy it. So there is already a market for the animal feeds which they plant. So the community is benefiting quite a lot from this farm. Yeah, we are saying that by end of next year we should have trained about 300 dairy farmers. So far we have identified 100, and after thoroughly training these 100, we want to ask them to go and look for 2, each one to look for 2 farmers, so that they also train them, so that by end of next year we should have 300 dairy farmers trained, especially assisted by this farm. There are quite a lot of challenges. Of course, much as we are trying to do all this for the community, sometimes the community does not, they feel they are not bothered, especially the youth. You find the youth playing pool early morning. They don't want to work. We are like forcing them into a program, much as we are trying to push them and improve on their livelihoods, but they seem like they don't mind of what we are trying to do. And again, the climate change has also hit us so much. We are very much hit by climate change. We are not sure when the rains are coming. We are not sure when the dry spell will be starting. So we are puzzled. So climate change sometimes takes us by surprise. So it's also a very big challenge. The herbicides which we are using, I think sometimes they don't work. I don't know if there is a challenge in the factory or whatever happened. We use them and sometimes they fail to work completely. We have tick diseases which are becoming a very, very big problem. Much as we spray twice a week, but still we have a challenge of ticks. My advice to the community, especially my neighbors, is to ask them to come and enjoy and learn from us, and also cooperate with us so that we grow together. And also to encourage them to start at least a simple project, so that at the end of the month, they get some income. Because when you have some income, you are able to pay for school fees, for medical charges, for domestic needs. So it's better to have a stable income, and we can together develop that. So we encourage them to come and learn from us, so that we can work together, we move together, and we develop together.